Hi, hello, and howdy. My name is Erin of Essentially Erin, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm sure you're wondering why I'm coming to you looking this delectable. If you have been on the channel for a while, then you'll have noticed the last couple of videos I have been calling out the fact that I am in desperate need of a haircut. Well, because Miss Delta has come to ruin all of our late summer, fall plans. I do not feel comfortable being in a salon right now with a stylist. So today we're going to do the ultimate quarantine thing that everybody tried to do last year, but I was too chicken to do. And today I'm going to attempt to cut my own hair. Now, I've always been of the mindset that it's just hair. It grows back. For the most part, what you do to your hair is not really that permanent. Obviously, I don't want to shave my head. I am growing my hair out for my wedding next year, but my ends are in desperate need of some love. Nobody ever talks about shrinkage, but can we just talk about, like, this is how long my hair actually is? So, like, it's pretty impressive. It's been a little under a year since my last haircut. I have been terrible about at-home maintenance and regular trims. I know that I tell you guys about it all the time. Please, it's like a monkey see, please don't monkey do kind of thing. Like, listen to my advice, but don't, like, I'm terrible about it. I'll be completely honest. However, I am about to embark on a 3-month growth challenge. So I thought this would be a great way for us to kind of all do this together. I'm gonna trim my hair today. I'm gonna hopefully add in some layers. You'll notice that my hair is not really curling at the root as much anymore because without layers, my hair gets very, very weighed down. So today our goal is gonna be to put in some layers. We are gonna kick off our 3-month growth challenge, which will take it into the end of the year. And I think it'll be a great way for all of us to start together. Now, I am not a hairstylist, obviously. I am not insanely qualified to do this. However, the ongoing panic has resulted in a lot of us trying to do what we can at home by ourselves. I have watched a ton of YouTube videos. I have read a ton of articles. I got a really good, actually like semi-professional haircutting kit on Amazon that I will link below. The scissors are actually pretty well weighted. I did take them to a stylist friend of mine to ask, and she actually said they were pretty decent quality. So I'm pretty eager to try to use them. Plus I think the matte black is kind of sexy. But at the end of the day, do what you're comfortable with. I'm not comfortable sitting in a stylist chair right now, especially if you can't know what your stylist has been doing outside of that salon or who they've come in contact with. I would just be better safe than sorry for me personally, but you do you and I'ma do me. So today we are not gonna do the unicorn cut that everybody loves. I actually think that the best thing for both my face shape and my hair type is going to be a cut that I saw Mains by Mel do. I will link her video below, but it's a pigtail cut, which will allow me to add good layering. I have 3A, 3B, medium to low density curls, and I have very fine hair. So I don't want anything that's necessarily going to give me very choppy layers, but I also need that like nice soft U in the back, not that super sharp V. This will also allow me to kind of give myself not bangs, not like a super awkward fringe. I don't know why I'm doing this, but that's a fringe in my mind. But like really nice face framing layers for it as well. So without further ado, I'm gonna go jump in the shower and wash my hair, and then let's snip in. Okay, so I am washed. I went ahead and I put the Curlsmith Weightless Air Dry Cream as a leave-in in here. You guys know how much I love this leave-in conditioner. The slip is fantastic, and since we're going to have to run our fingers or a brush through our hair repeatedly, I wanted to make sure that I had a good slip. As far as supplies go for today, you are going to need a brush, a comb, hair clips, a spray bottle, and of course scissors. Now, I thankfully got this fun little cape with the scissors that I bought in the mail. I also have towels behind my chair and on the floor because I know it's about to not only get messy, but also very wet. So first things first, you need to find where your hair naturally parts. Now, this is obviously where the part has kind of gotten used to it, but I don't really know where it naturally parts. So the best thing about these videos is that she shows you how to find your natural part, and you brush your hair back and you kind of bump it a little and you see where the part falls. So that's where my hair naturally falls. Just kind of did that on its own. So slightly off center. Now, in order for us to figure out where our face framing layers should start, you take a comb, put it at the base of your head, and where the comb lifts off the scalp, that's where your front facing layers should start. Now, she recommends you take a little bit from each side of the part in order to have kind of like your base. So just like a triangle. Now, as you can tell, I don't have any face framing layers, like they're all the same length, everything. So if we part this where our hair naturally parts, and then just take a sliver off the other side. Okay, so she recommends that you take a little bit from each section, keep your head up. I know this is gonna be the hardest part for me, is keep your head up, see where it falls, just kind of naturally. Since it's gonna shrink up a little bit, I probably don't wanna go any shorter than like underneath my chin. Okay, so scissors into your dominant hand, your pinky rests on that little nook there, it's so cute. Take the comb, brushing down. I know that I want just underneath there. So a couple inches under the chin, so like right there. If you ever see me looking to the left, it's because I have my laptop right here, just making sure that I'm doing it the right way. So now that we have that, we're gonna kind of do one section at a time, and we're gonna comb this over away from my face. And using that first section as a guide. Missed one. Okay, so now that we've done one side, I'm gonna keep my like guiding hair and clip this back. Let down this side, re-wet. Opposite direction. Et voila. All right, so technically the bangs are done now, and or face framing layers are done. We have that nice angle going there. Who knows how this is gonna turn out whenever we let the hair down, but hey, it's all a journey, right? Hair grows back. So now I'm going to clip the hair up and look like a little narwhal. Narwhal. Okay, so now we take down the back, and I'm going to take my comb and part my hair directly down the middle. Okay, I've got two equal sized sections here. Now, the thing that a lot of people don't realize with both the unicorn and the pigtail cut is where you place your pigtails determines kind of how your layers are. So because of how I want my hair to look, I'm going to place my pigtails just behind my ear, about right where my eyebrow kind of arches there, okay, on both sides. And now we repeat. All right, so they're pretty even. Okay, not gonna lie, more even than I thought they were gonna be. All right, now the benefit to this is that unicorn and pigtail cuts are relatively quick. So literally just pop it up, ponytail it in, and you're good to go, okay? Now, this is not only gonna layer it, but my goal obviously is to get rid of the massive amounts of split ends. So I am probably gonna take about 1 inch to 1.5 inches off of it, just based off of where I'm seeing my split ends fall. But I don't wanna take too much. Like I said, I'm still trying to grow my hair out for my wedding, so I obviously do not wanna be rocking a super short bob, but I wanna make sure my hair is in a really healthy place. So we brush it out. And then we follow the brush with our fingers. That's right where I see the majority of the split ends coming in. So now we take it down and make sure that we have the same amount on both sides taken off. That way we don't end up with wonky hair. So pull the hair down, just grab like a random piece. All right, so this side is a little longer. Oh, but not by much. Yeah, pretty good. Now, obviously when we did the pigtail cuts, the hair that's at the very back of my neck probably didn't get as much taken off of it, and I still wanna make sure that those ends are really healthy. So this is where Mel talks about trimming the perimeter of your hair and making sure that you get a nice soft U shape whenever it dries. So we're gonna pin this side back, and we turn our head and brush it forward. And then following behind it. And now the other side. So now, perfect. All right, so now I am going to style as usual, and then we will talk about the results. Okay, so before I put my hand back, I just want to let y'all know I am super shocked because this could have gone absolutely freaking terribly, but it didn't. Okay. Like, I am shocked. Now, it's dry, I fluffed it. Now we need to kind of go and tidy it up. I can already see that this side is gonna need a good chunk taken off of it. I think that has to do with the way that I did that like side thing. I couldn't really get my fingers in the right position, but it's great because you can see now that it's dry. Obviously my undersides have never curled up the same way that the rest of my hair has, but the less weight that it has, the more bounce that I could get from it. So now is the time that we tidy it up. We find things that are just like not grouping with the others, and we just kind of trim the fat. But overall, bam! Super happy with this. So let's start dusting. So to start dusting, I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom because I need to see my hair in a mirror in order for me to get kind of the accuracy a little bit more than what I want. So shifting to the bathroom. All right, I took you guys to our guest bathroom because it has a little bit more counter space, but I wanted to show you guys that this is kind of how I'm gonna gauge it. So looking at this grouping right here, we have a really nice kind of angular line there, and the curls are really like kind of coming together. But I can see there are like wonky bits like that that I can trim away, like just little things that just aren't doing the best kind of groupings. But on this side, you'll notice that we've got some nice layering here, and then all of a sudden we've got like these two really long pieces here, so those need to go. And so now we just clean it up. And voila. Like, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm super surprised. I could have very easily like botched this. I think I took it a little conservative with some of the side layering. So possibly in a couple of weeks, depending on how my hair does, I might kind of go in and just kind of shape it up a little bit more. My hair does tend to go into a little bit of shock right after cutting. So it normally takes anywhere between like 2 to 4 washes for my hair to kind of find its rhythm again. But overall, like very happy with how this turned out. So, and that's it. So that is your DIY at-home haircut for some face framing layers, and I'm honestly just, I'm really surprised. I know I probably say that in a lot more videos than I should, but honestly, like this could have very easily gone the other direction. So if you guys want to try this at home, or if you have tried a different version of curly haircut at home, please leave a comment, let me know below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you guys have learned something from this video, if you guys have any ideas for how you want me to experiment in the future. I'm really open to anything. We are coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my channel, and I cannot believe that almost 1,000 of you guys like to sit around and watch videos of me just talking about my hair. But at the end of the day, if I have helped even one of you love your hair or love your texture more than you did before, then I'm doing what I wanted to do in the first place. So I hope that you know how grateful and how thankful I am for you, and that I hope this channel helps you essentially be yourself.